What's going on, guys? Another 7-on-7 from the Gridiron Uncensored team here. Brendan, you got Trevor and Blake here with me tonight, the usual crew. Gonna hit another fan question. That's what our 7-and-7s kind of are. If you got a question, send it to us. We'll answer it in this format. Big questions we might hit in the main shows too. So just send us your questions, all that good stuff. We'll talk more about that later. Tonight, the question is, which team from the ACC will make it to their first playoff? How are they going to get there? Well, might be a little bit easier now with the 12-team format, right? It's also a 5+7 now. They just voted on that. So it's no longer, 6 automatic qualifiers and then 6 at large. It's 5 and then 7. So I think that really opens it up for the ACC to get more teams in, more coaches, have that ability to coach in that. So for me, it's, looking like obviously Florida State, they should have been in it last year, but they have a prime chance this year to get in there. And then, Clemson obviously is there, but that's not their first playoff. So I would say Florida State. I kind of lean NC State. I think that might be a popular pick amongst most college football pages. I look for Louisville again. I mean, they might surprise some people. I don't know. So that's what I would say. Florida State, Louisville, NC State are my teams that could make it in there. But Florida State's, I think, the best chance for a first team to get in.
I'm just talking outside of Florida State. I'm going to go with Virginia Tech because they're returning basically all of their players. They did find their mojo, throughout the season. It didn't start well for them, but the way their schedule is lined up next year, they avoid Florida State. They have Clemson at home. Their out-of-conference games are Vanderbilt, Marshall, Old Dominion, and Rutgers. And that just lines up really well, and that gives them a really good shot. Bringing back all the guys from last year, the continuity there. I really think Virginia Tech is a dark horse to watch in the ACC next year. I would also mention NC State. They did snag Grayson McCall from Coastal Carolina. They also picked up Jordan Rivers from Duke. That's really going to help their offense out a lot. So it is possible. They did lose a little bit on defense, but I do think getting those guys in there on offense is going to help them a lot sneak in. Either one of those teams, I think, could surprise some people.
That's all I got to say.
Oh, man.
That's all I got to say. I really want to say NC State. I don't want to say Florida State because I don't think they will. I think that they will regress severely over their performance, over the bowl performance that they just had to end their season. I think they're going to end up regressing. I've been proven wrong before, and it's possible I get proven wrong here. However, I don't have faith in Florida State. I actually said that at the season preview before last season, is that even though Florida State's probably going to be very good, I have no faith in them because they have going all the way back to when they were really good, like when Jameis Winston and all them were there. I just didn't have faith in them after that because I feel like they just super inconsistent on the way they play. And now that they're going to be doing this whole DJU experiment, which he's a much lesser quarterback than Jordan Travis ever was, I just don't see them doing anything. So I'm really going all in on NC State and Miami Hurricanes and just kind of going to see how the season plays out. I don't think this might be a hot take. I just don't think that. I think that those two are actually going to be up at the top of the conference this year, and so it should be an interesting season. But Miami is my favorite to go to their first playoff.
Man, so I'm interested that you trust Mario Cristobal because I really have not seen that from him. Mm-hmm. Now he recruits well.
Hang on. Hold on.
He's got the money. All right.
It's not me trusting him. It's me not trusting anyone else. It's just like I have no trust in the ACC whatsoever. So I'm just going to be like, I'm going to throw a few of these things out and just see if something sticks. But looking at the talent that NC State has and looking at the talent that Miami has, I think that they are poised because I think that they have a good what's the word I'm looking for here? Atmosphere around the team, good team chemistry. Yeah, and then Miami had a pretty decent looking season. They had a great team. I feel like they were lacking in a really dynamic quarterback. They have that now. Probably one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Maybe after this season will be considered the best. And NC State is kind of one of those teams that just kind of always is there. They are going to give you a run for your money no matter where you're at. And Florida State has disappointed me. Last season, they had a great season. They got snubbed. No doubt about it. They got screwed royally in just about every way that a college team can do because they did everything that they needed to do to win, except, keep their heads held high and try and actually win a bowl game. They pussed out on that one. But anyway.
We all feel that way about how that ended, but I don't know. I think Norvell's done a good job at building at Memphis. I think he's going to keep the momentum, but I do agree that at DJU is not Jordan Travis, but they do have talent, and they've got a favorable schedule, I think, as well when you look at it. Blake, I like what you said about Virginia Tech. I think they are definitely an under appreciated team, especially with what they bring back. That was a great point. And another one that I don't know if they'll do it this year, but watch for SMU and Rhett Lashley. Their boosters are there. They are exciting.
That's not a bad idea. I mean, I'm telling you, SMU can be dangerous in the ACC.
I want them to be a freaking football giant again, man.
I want them to be a giant too. I want them to pay everybody. Pay everybody.
Hang the banners back, baby.
Hang the banners back up. Well, here's the thing: is that SMU is in a unique position because they entered the ACC with basically like, look, we're about to not take anything from the revenue for 5 years. Yeah. We don't need anything from you. We're just going to show you our worth.
Yeah.
And that, when you have an entire school and booster alumni that are all in like that for football, you can pretty much do anything in this day and age.
They're bought in, and they want to get back to what they were before that death penalty. Let's talk real quick on the next question. It's kind of play into the previous one, but what coach will win a natty outside of Dabo Swinney? Obviously, Dabo's already won it. I think the easiest choice is Norvell because just it's Florida State. I'd say probably Norvell's first on the docket for me. Guys, what do you think?
I really don't see another coach aside from Norvell in the next, short term, like 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
I don't see another one in the ACC that's going to make that kind of a splash. Others can get in the playoff, but winning the actual national championship, I just don't see one outside of him.
It's that's a hard one. That's a hard one for me to say one way or the other because it's probably Dabo or Norvell. I want to say that Miami, maybe NC State, and God, if you love me at all, you'll let Lashley win one. Like, dude. I would love to see SMU win one. Not through don't go through Michigan or nothing, but I'm just saying, like, SMU, go ahead and win one. We're good.
Yeah.
But no, you guys are right. Honestly, if you're getting real with it, it's probably Norvell and then everyone else. He's got the best opportunity. He just got the big, huge extension, 5 years, $80 million or some crazy madness like that. Or I don't know if it was that low. I think it was maybe more years than that. But he's a solid coach. I just don't know if they have the moxie to go all the way through a 12-team playoff. Yeah. It's going to be so much more of a grind than it has been in the past.
It is going to be tough. And like I said, there is more opportunity now for these teams, like maybe Penn State from this year, that got left out, or, Missouri, Arizona, teams like that to get in. And so I'm interested to see which teams from the ACC, since we're talking about them, can make that, maybe final, push into the playoffs, maybe 2 teams, maybe 3. I mean, who knows what's going to happen with the 12 team, but it is 5 and 7 now. So, get ready for that when it comes to season previews. And, why is this team? Well, because the 5th automatic qualifier is going to be number 5. It's going to be different. We'll explain it when we get there. So guys, again, we appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you go like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps us out tremendously. Tell your friends, tell your sisters and your brothers. I don't care. Boys, anything before we cut out on the ACC or whatever?
Just real quick, Brendan, on that first question, who was your 3 or your teams that you said?
For the teams that could make the playoff first.
For the first time?
I think I said NC State, Florida State, and then so watch out for Louisville, just because I like Bronx.
I was going to say Florida State has been in the playoffs before.
Oh, my God. They're forgettable. So, wait.
God, I think they got steamrolled by Oregon.
My gosh.
Wasn't
what? Yeah.
Wasn't it Oregon?
Yeah. So, my bad. Cut out Florida State because they have been. I guess I forget the playoffs has been around for since
been around for a minute.
So, screw Florida State. It's going to be Virginia Tech, NC State, and Louisville. Watch out for them.
All right.
Thank you for correcting me because I totally forgot. I'm fixated on them getting screwed over.
On the record.
Yeah, no. Thank you. Thank you. Anything else? Where else was I wrong tonight, gentlemen?
No, I think that's about it. That covers the wrong.
Well, thank you.
Where Brendan went wrong, that ends it.
Yep, I'm gonna go. Never mind. All right, we'll see you guys. Have a good one.